Hello and welcome back to another week on working on the Mini. So if you watched the last one, you'd see me painting on the vac tan, and it goes black like this. So and then it's ready for paint. Then in a way that you can leave it like that, and it'll take primers and so on. It doesn't react. Really good stuff. So that all under there's had it all under there. So I'm going to give this I've got a can of etch primer, then I'm going to etch prime just over them bits and bobs, and then just to give it so it gets plenty of chance to go off, I'm just going to put some seam sealer over where I tacked underneath and so on. So I'm going to do that today now. Then I'm going to get on with welding the battery box, and then I'm going to stay here tonight until that's done. I want that done tonight. So yeah, that's the plan. So I'll get on with it. I've got a light today, so makes a difference. Right, battery box welded up. So not the neatest job in the world, but it's sealed, strong. That's been etched prime. Now I've given that another coat under there as well. So the next step is this final systems brush on seam sealer. I had that from the last transit I did a bit of work on. So yeah, so I'll seam seal all under there, like I said, around the battery box, so that gets plenty of chance to go off before I even think about painting. And then I'm going to tackle the subframe out. So yeah, I'll show you how I'm going to do that as well. So yeah, get on with it. See you in a bit. Right then, I'm getting somewhere. So done all my seam sealer on all the bits that I need to do under there, and finally I'm onto this. I'll try and get the light in a better place. There we go. So you've got the bracket there. I've got the top bolt in just loosely, and I've made this inner plate which I've wedged down in between them two skins, and I've put a return flange going that way on it. So I'll drill a hole through there to get a plug weld. I'll get a really nice strong weld in there and along the top, and then I'll put another plate over the top of that then, which goes around this corner and joins into there. So then that'll be really strong. So I just need to work out now where this captive nut needs to be. So on the other side of the car there's two holes, and I just used a square, and with the floor this bracket is square, so it's a bit hard to so I'll just explain. So with my square on the floor there, I'll put this square with it like that. I'll get some spray, I'll spray it down that hole, some black spray paint just to mark where the captive nut's going, and then I'll drill that hole out, nut and bolt through, and I'll weld the nut onto the back of that plate. Then I'll weld that plate in, make the next plate to go over the top, and yeah, I think we'll be alright with that, nice and strong. And get that done today, primered up, I'll be really happy, because that means next time I can give all the underneath really good clean, vac tan anywhere that he's doing, and paint. Nobody's suggested any better paint, so Hammerite smooth red it is. Got a little tin. I don't 100% know what's happening on the outside of the car, but it's still going to stay red. So underneath it's just going sort of all the bits you can't really see. It's just going Hammerite red. So yeah, I'll get on with marking that, drill that. I'll show you once I've got that first bit welded in, and then I'll put the second skin on. I'll show you that as well. Right, so that's my little piece with the nut welded on. So that will sit into that slot now, sorry with the shadows, like that, and I'll just tap it in. I'll tap it in and I'll show you what it's like. So that's it, tapped in, nice and strong. cut a slit underneath it to get a weld onto the little tab that I left. Then like I said, I'll put an extra one because it's like an inner skin, so I'll put a full skin all the way over and around the corner to finish it off. So yeah, so I'll weld it up now and I'll get on with making the outer skin. Right, that's the inner piece welded in solid. So that's basically the bit that holds the bottom of the mount for the subframe. So I'll cut a little piece in there now, and then I'll weld. Where's my finger? Just down there as well, just to close that gap. And then, yeah, call it a day then. Right then. So as I said, put the second skin on the outside. Welded that all in, tied both them panels together. So yeah, the subframe mount done. So yeah, super happy. So next week I will start on painting underneath, cleaning back, rack tan on anywhere I think it needs it, paint it all, I think, up to sort of here, and weld the rear valance on as well. And then what I'll do is I'll just finish painting underneath then, or I might do the valance first then paint, either way, painting and valance on. Then after that I just need to tidy up a few bits on the subframe and then give that a coat of paint, then that can go in and I can start building that up, ready to take some wheels. And before I drop it down I'm going to paint inside the boot as well. I'll bring the boot lid, make sure that fits and so on, because it's really nice height to work as it is now. And I might prep the back end of the car, but either way, that's next week. So yeah, see you next week. Thanks for watching. See you next time.